Welcome to the September 2008 City Focus. On this edition, designing our future City Hall. Round Rock Reads nominees. And recycling at Memorial Park. These stories and more on City Focus.
The date has been set for the first public meetings on our new City Hall. As promised last month, here are the details about how you can participate in the design of this exciting project.
Mark your calendars for Tuesday, September 30th here at the Baca Center. We'll actually have 2 meetings that day to begin to collaborate with the public on the design of our new City Hall. The first meeting from 10 to 2 will be an open house format with displays and exhibits about the vision for both the building and plaza. Citizens are invited to freely come and go and participate by reviewing and commenting on the displays. The evening meeting from 6 to 8 will be an information workshop kicked off by a formal presentation by our architects. At both meetings, there will be a large site plan on the floor with blocks representing the building and other elements. The architects hope everyone who comes will have some fun playing with what the project could look like.
I think we're hoping that people will tell us their interest in Round Rock and their image of Round Rock.
The green space at the new City Hall is an especially exciting element of the project, and we'll need your input to ensure this currently blank canvas is transformed into a public space that people are drawn to and can function in lots of ways.
What kind of events do they see going on there? We'd like to ask them whether they would see that as a place for farmers markets or art shows, children's events. So we're looking at whether water would be appropriate, whether grass would be appropriate. People usually are interested in shade.
Last month, a team of city staff and our architects toured city halls in Austin and the Dallas area, scouting for ideas to incorporate into Round Rock's project. Images from those trips will be on display at our meetings.
Buildings function differently for different groups, and also a building feels different. The Austin City Hall has done a really good job of telling their story, talking about how funky and creative and a little offbeat Austin is, but we want to know how the citizens of Round Rock feel about their City Hall and their government. We'll also be asking people if they've lived in other cities, how did those city halls work? How large were they? What kind of elements did they have? Whether there was something they liked? What were the things they didn't like?
Your input is critical if Round Rock City Hall is going to be a place we can all be proud of and that reflects our community's values and vision for the future.
We're going to want to make this a building that is going to meet the needs of Round Rock now and in the future.
We all like to keep in touch with the people we care about, and tens of millions of people keep in touch with each other on Facebook. If you have a Facebook profile or you're thinking about creating one, then you might want to become a fan of the City of Round Rock's Facebook page so you can keep up with what's going on in your city. To quickly get to the City of Round Rock's Facebook page, surf to roundrocktexas.gov/Facebook. From this page, you can get basic information about the City of Round Rock, like our mailing address and a link to our website. You can also check out our Round Rock News section, highlighting pictures from our Flickr group, city news and events, and a list of our online services at roundrocktexas.gov. In the Notes section, we import all of our blog posts from Community Conversations. From our Facebook page, you will also be able to view and comment on editions of City Focus. You can even easily share episodes of interest with friends. A great reason to become a fan is it gives us the ability to invite you to fun and interesting city events taking place around town. Show your pride for our city and keep up with us on Facebook by becoming a fan of the City of Round Rock at roundrocktexas.gov/Facebook.
The Round Rock Public Library is proud to announce the nominees for the 3rd annual Round Rock Reads program. To help pick the winner, submit ballots online or at ballot box locations around the city beginning September 15th. And the nominees are...
Balzac and the Chinese Seamstress is about two young men who are sent to the countryside during the Chinese Cultural Revolution. They are telling stories and meet the little Chinese seamstress who introduces them to forbidden Western literature. One review says it lifts the human spirits beyond the mountains of Western China.
Holy Moly by Ben Rader. It's a good, funny mystery, and Ben lives in Dripping Springs and has written 6 mystery novels. Check it out.
Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. This is a great story. It's written like a movie, and it's from the perspective of a man in his 90s who's having flashbacks of when he was in his 20s and had tragedies, had to run off with the circus.
3 Cups of Tea by Greg Mortensen and David Oliver Rellin. It's a story that I've read twice and I'll probably read again. The subtitle says it all. One man's mission to promote peace, one school at a time.
Dan Moody, Crusader for Justice by Ken Anderson is, among other things, about Dan Moody's overthrow of Ku Klux Klan control in Texas during the 1920s.
And tied for the last place in the nominees is Fast Food Nation and
Chew on This.
And you know what? I'm really hungry. I think I'm going to have a piece of...
I want that
I want that too. For more information on Round Rock Reads, go to roundrocktexas.gov/library.
Round Rock, green is in. Shannon McIntyre has more on the city's latest recycling efforts.
Round Rock's Environmental Services Division recently installed 4 recycling stations in Memorial Park as part of a pilot program to encourage the recycling of aluminum cans and plastic bottles when people are out enjoying the park.
It's been working out real well, so I guess the discussion will be next year. It'll be at the swimming pools and stuff like that, where it's a little bit more high volume, and also at the skate park. This is a pilot program for this park, and we come and pick up the bottles and stuff every 3 or 4 days before the weekend, and it's been, I can tell it's kind of cleaned up the parks down here. I have grandkids, so it also involves helping them to kind of take care of the planet as we're going on. It's very important, I think, to let them understand that we only have a certain amount of time and landfill space here that we can reprocess all this.
Please be sure to use the recycling stations when you're at Memorial Park. It will help us keep our park clean and benefit our environment.
Round Rock Giving Circles, People and Parks is a new fund to help citizens directly invest in Round Rock's park system.
Support your community parks and enhance quality of life in Round Rock by joining People in Parks, a grassroots initiative to support park projects in the city of Round Rock.
The way it works is you become a member and we pool our resources together and are able to fund park projects for everyone in the community. Yearly member dues are $10 per child, $15 per individual, or $30 for a family. In October, Round Rock Parks and Recreation will give project ideas to People in Parks. Members will then vote on which project they want to support. People in Parks was founded in early 2008 by Sharon Preet, who served as the City of Round Rock's Parks and Recreation Director for 27 years until she retired in 2005.
When I was the Director of Parks and Recreation, I always hoped someone would come along and form a Parks Foundation. For whatever reason, that never happened. So when I retired, I decided that was something I wanted to work on in my retirement. I wanted to get the community behind this because we all jointly own the park system. In October, the Parks and Recreation Department will propose a maximum of 3 projects. Then in November, everyone who has made a contribution for that year will be eligible to vote. If you want your vote to count, you must make your contribution by September 30 of this year.
By pooling our resources, we can make a huge impact on our community. To become a member of People in Parks, visit roundrocktexas.gov/peopleinparks.